Hello, our viewers. Welcome to our channel, Mulenge Top TV. Today I'll be your host and also your interpreter, Grace Umutoni. And today I bring to you a very sad story. My heart is already heavy. I don't know how to talk about it. But our story today is about the lady who is here with us today. She's going to share her story. She lost her child, or her child was stolen in the year 2017, and we are going to listen to the story. And what I like to request, I request the government of Kenya, all the security services, His Excellency, our President William Ruto, to give justice to this beautiful woman, because the wound is still flesh because of the loss of her child. And I would like her to be given the justice that she deserves, because I believe in our country, Kenya, human trafficking is not allowed. It's not allowed by the law or the law of Kenya. So I pray that this message reaches to all the government offices, all the security services, and also to our president, so that justice can be served to her. Next, I would like her to introduce yourself. Mambo mam. Nataka utuambie majina yako, mahali unatoka, kwenye unaishi. Tupe tu introduction kidogo kukuhusu.
Murakoze cyane kumpa ikaze muri iki kiganiro. Imana iguhe umugisha.
She's saying thank you so much for giving her this opportunity so that she can be in this discussion.
Ku mazina yitwa Nyamahigwe Aime.
Her name is Nyamahigwe Aime.
Tuye hano Kasarani.
She lives here in Kasarani.
Ndi umumama.
She is a mother.
Ndubatse mfite abana batatu.
She is married and she has 3 kids.
Mfite umugabo umwe.
She has 1 husband.
Rero Imana ibahe umugisha kumpa ikaze.
And she's thanking God for giving her this opportunity and this chance to be here, and asking God's blessings to us. God bless you too.
Naje ndabiyegereje kugira ngo mubashe kudukurikirana ikiganiro, nubwo twari twakivuzeho, twari twagikoze, ariko bibaye ngombwa ko dusubiramo kubera ko twari twagikoze mu Kinyamurenge, ahari wenda benshi ntabwo bashoboye kumva.
She's welcoming all our viewers. Welcome to this discussion. Last time they did this discussion, but it was in our mother tongue, in Kinyamurenge. So a lot of our viewers do not hear the language, so did not get the chance to hear or understand her story. It's not a happy event or a happy story that can be repeated continuously.
When I
talk about this story, I go back then and my heart feels heavy. But I believe that maybe you are reaching to the will or the destination of God.
Wenda kukigiramo imbaraga kugira ngo wenda babaragicishije mbere y'igihe ahari wenda nyine twatugeze ku gisubizo cy'Imana kugira ngo wenda tubikore muri iki gihe.
But because the event happened a while back, studios were not ready to host this story, so it did not go viral or far. So this is the chance that God has given us, so that maybe we share it to the world and we get justice.
Rero murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much. Rakoze cyane. Also, narishaka kumpereza introduction yahuva like najua wewe si Mkenya. Nataka unieleze mahali unatoka. Wewe hapa Kenya unaishi kama nani? Sijui kama unaelewa hiyo swali yangu.
Turi hano muri Kenya ndu umurefugee. Navuye muri Congo. Muri Sud Kivu Minembwe.
She's a refugee. She's from South Kivu in Minembwe.
Yes.
From DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah.
Okay, and the other question, ikindi kibazo naisha kukubaza, hano aho utuye hehe? Ubarizwa hehe?
Ntuye hano Kasarani Maji Mazuri niho barizwa.
She lives in Kasarani Maji Mazuri. That's where she lives with her family. Ikindi kibazo nashaka kudufashaho nuko atubwira. Swali lingine ningetaka kuuliza niko nataka utuambie sasa, utueleze story yako wenye kulienda, utueleze tu kwa mapana story yako ama hadithi yako.
Mbere ya byose ndashima ko wenda kandi tugeze kuri uyu munsi tukaba tubashije gukora ikindi kiganiro. Ndashimira nanone inshuti n'abavandimwe twabashije kugendana kuva byaba. Ndashimira famiye y'Abasegege bambaye hafi cyane. Ndabashimira cyane byimaze kuko ntacyo nabona mbitura kuzo bakoze. Batanze imyanya yabo, batanga amafaranga, twaragenze cyane. Ariko cyane ndashimira Pastor Semuzima tuye arabyumva, Imana y'umuviri nk'umugisha. Ndashimira na Pastor Musore twabashije kugendana cyane nabo, bambaye hafi mu bishoboka byose. Ndabashimira, Imana ibahe umugisha. Nanone kandi ndashimira Papa Gigi wagize kino gitekerezo. Ntabwo ari buri wese wabitekereza, wenda nawe byamukoze ku mutima kubera ko ari ubwoko bw'Abanyamurenge, twese turavukana. Ni benshi bagira amacana ariko ni ku nyungu zabo. Ntabwo wenda babonye ko bashobora kunkoresha kino kiganiro kugira ngo tubashe kubisangiza abandi, ariko ndamushimira we byimazeyo. Ndi kenshi yanyingingaga nkumva birangoye, ariko ndashima cyane, Imana nk'umugisha.
Okay, she's giving or thanking those people who helped her along the way. First of all, she's grateful for this opportunity that she has been given so that she can share her story up to this date. And also she has taken the opportunity to thank a variety of people. First of all, family and friends during the hard time from 2017 up to now. It has been a difficult period for her in her life and also her family. There are those family members who have taken her through it, through her hard moments, and also friends. And she has given special thanks to Pastor Muzima and Pastor Semuzima for being around and doing whatever it takes so that she can go through that period strong and able to survive that hard period. And also she has also thanked Pastor Musore for being a great person in her life during the hard period, and also Papa Gigi for giving her the opportunity, for giving her his channel so that she can share her story. Like there are a lot of people who have different channels, but they did not host her story. But Papa Gigi has given her the chance, the opportunity, so that she can share her story to the world and she can get justice. Urakoze cyane, asante sana. Sana nataka utupe story, hadithi yako pole kwa upana venye mambo yaliendelea, ili watu wanatutazama waweze kupata hiyo information ama nao waweze kuelewa hiyo hadithi, ili nao upate hiyo justice yenye unahitaji. Asante.
Amakuru ku bugufi cyangwa se ku burambuye.
The story continue.
Habaye mu kwezi kwa gatanu 2017 nibwo nabyaye umwana waje w'umukobwa.
She gave birth to her daughter in the year 2017 in May.
Tariki 5 z'ukwezi kwa gatanu.
Date 5th of May 2017.
Ndamurera amezi 2.
She took care of the kid for only 2 months.
Nibwo bamwibye amezi 2.
That is the period they sold her kid after 2 months. After she was born, 2 months later, her kid was stolen.
Bamujanye tariki 14 z'ukwezi kwa karindwi.
They took her on date 14th of July 2017.
Hari mu kagoroba saa 12.
It was in the evening around 6 p.m.
Nari nsohotse mu nzu nsiga ndyamishije umwana musigira abandi bakuru biwe.
She went out and left the kid sleeping, leaving her with her elder siblings.
Ngeze ku muhanda nanone sinatinze ndagaruka, ngarutse sangaho umudamu umwe ari ku iduka arambwira ngo se nawe wari uri ku muhanda ko twari kumwe n'umwana hano mwari mwasigiye umwana ndi.
And I went back after a few minutes, and when I was at the gate around the shop, a lady asked, "Who did you leave your kid with?" When I was with your other child, and the younger one was the younger one alone in the house, or did you leave her with anyone else?
Nuko ndamubwira ati niwe nari namusigiye, none se yaje ku iduka kugira gute ko ariwe nasigiye umwana kandi nta mafaranga namusigiye kuja ku iduka.
And I asked her, I did not leave her with any cash so that she can come at the shop, because I had left her with the baby.
Ako kanya nyine nari ngeze ku muhanda nahise numva nkaho ngize kimbeho kubera ko nari nkize umusonga, bitanumva ko nosubira kugwara undi. Mama twari turi kumwe n'umuramukazi wanje arambwira ngo subira muhira utaja gusubira kugwara.
After a few minutes, I felt cold because I had healed from pneumonia. I felt like my body has changed again and I'm about to get sick again. So my sister-in-law told me to go back so that I won't get sick.
Ngeze mu rugo nsanga inzira arangaye, nta mwana urimo. Umwana mutoya wanje wari uwa kabiri niwe asumbwira ngo umwana bamutwaye bakiriye mukuru wiwe. Ndavuga ati se bamwakiriye umwana wari uryamye, umwana w'uruhinja asohorwa bwije gute, ni bande bamujanye?
A few minutes when I reached at the door of my house, I found the door open, and I asked the younger one, my second born, and who took the kid, because the kid is so young, so she can't be taken out because she's still a baby, she's still a toddler, she can't be taken out at this early age. Who can be that person who has taken the child out?
Nuko naho nabageze mu nzu yari yamusigiye umumama nanone bamuhaye igiceri cya 20 ngo aje kumugurira amata.
And when I heard the story, she said there is a lady who had given her 20 shillings to go and buy milk, and she left the kid with the lady.
Naho afite gahunda yo gutwara umwana wo mama.
But the lady had a hidden agenda to steal the child.
Yarasohotse nanone nyine agiye kumugurira amata, nawe yahise abasohoka inyuma ajana n'umwana nanone.
When my eldest daughter went to buy the milk, the lady who had taken the child in her hands, she took the child, and went with her.
Nagaze mu rugo nsanga mu nzu harakinguwe, baza umwana waje. Nagaze mu rugo nsanga umuryango urakinguwe w'inzu. Baza umwana waje wa kabiri, ese ko mu nzu harangaye, mukuru wawe ari hehe n'umwana? Ahita ambwira ngo yagiye kuzana umwana, hari wari wamwakiriye. Ndamubwira ati se hari wari wakwakiriye, hari wari wamwakiriye umwana ko umwana w'uruhinja nasize aryamye kandi ntari ngiye gutinda, none se uwo wamwakiriye ninde? Arambwira ngo ntabizi, ntazi nyine wamutwaye, yabonye nyine gusa umugore aza atwara umwana waramwakiriye amutumye ku iduka. Jewe mtatekereza ko wenda ari bagenzi bacu tuvukana baje bagera mu rugo basanga ndahari baramutwara nyine ngo bamwakire.
Okay. When she came back to the house, she found the door open, and she asked her second-born child, "Where is your elder sister and the younger baby?" And the second-born could say that there is a certain person or a lady who came and took the child from her eldest daughter, and then she told her, "Let me help you with the child. Go and buy some milk for her." And the lady questioned it a lot, because how can you take the young child? She's still young, 2 months old. You cannot take her outside. And she made a conclusion that maybe one of their relative has taken the child, so that when she comes back, they are going to give her the child while she's in safe hands.
iwe nawe yageze mu nzu asanga nyine nta mwana urimo kubera ko umugore yari yamusigiye yari yamutumye kwiduka. Iwe nagezemo nsanga iwe aragiye kubera ko nawe kera yari agize ubwoba umuntu yari yamuhaye ganti yari amuzi kubera ko yari yamutumye. Hanyuma yirukankana n'undi mugore w'umuturanyi twari tubana baja gushaka. Naje ngeze mu nzu nyine nibwo nahise mvuza induru ndiruka ngo ngere kuri gate mwe nari ngiye kureba hakaba hatuyemo abanyamurenge. Umugabo umwe naje nahise ngenda shika muri gate abandi banyamurenge bari batuyemo nja kureba wenda ko ariho bashobora kuba bajanye umwana kwakira uwo mukobwa wanje nyine namusigiye mukuru. Hageze umugabo wari watuye w'umunyamurenge ahita avuga ngo none se tuvuge ngo umwana agiye hehe? Ariko nshiye hariya mpuye n'umwana agiye kwiduka, ariko nawe ngeze kuri gate yanyu pahurirana n'umugore w'umunyagihugu ushoreye umwana afite n'undi apfukiriye. Ashobora kuba ari uwo nguwo umutwaye kubera ko nje ntari kumenya ko mutanabana. Sinatekereje birebire, iwe yatekereje ko wenda ashobora kuba agiye guhaha kubera ko kibazo basiga abana nyine bazabatwara. Yamatubwira ngo uyu mugore ni ushobora kuba yatwaye umwana. Nuko nyine induru zahise zivuga turiruka tuja kuri polisi. Tumaze gushika kuri polisi mwiki turaripotinga.
And what happened when she reached at the door? Her firstborn daughter had found out that their child was not there with the lady that she had left the child with. So her firstborn daughter went running to go and look for the child. The firstborn daughter looked for the neighbors and they helped her around, looking around. When she had the information, she also went downstairs and started looking around, asking the neighbors and those that they are related with, have you seen the child? And one Munyamulenge man said that, do you think now the child has been stolen or something? So the case started at the point where they were to go to the police and report the case, and they start looking for the child because the gentleman had said that he has seen the woman carrying one child holding one child with his hand, and also he had covered the other child holding her in her arms. So the case started at the point where they were to look for the child through the police.
Tumaze kuripotinga hariya kuri polisi mwiki nanone hari nijoro twahise dufatikanya n'umumama umusomali, umukobwa w'umusomali niwe watufashije mu kugenda twiruka dushaka hano mu mwana nyine mwiki twadushaka umwana.
So after they reported the case to the police, and one Somali lady, I believe alikuwa polisi. So the Somali lady was a police. So they helped her look for the child around the areas here in Mwiki, Kasarani. They looked for the child around, but they were not successful.
Aratubwira ngo iwe ntabwo yabishobora kugenda ashaka umwana w'uruhinja w'amezi 2. Ati ntabwo bizoshoboka nyine tibinumvikana ntako twoshaka.
A few days later, the Somali lady said that she's not able to track or find the kid because the kid was so young, only 2 months old. So it was difficult on her side to look for the child, and she rested the case.
Tiyaje ku mwana mukuru ufite nk'ubwenge nyine akaba yarazi wenda nka nimero ya telefone yari wenda nawe yari kugerageza kudushakisha nyine, ariko uruhinja ntabwo bizokunda kandi nawe nyine nta kuntu ushakisha ahita turuhurira nyine atubwira ngo ntabwo abishoboye.
And the Somali lady said that the kid is so young, maybe if the child was a little bit older, around maybe at the age of 7, or knows the phone number of the parent, it will be easier for them to track it, or maybe the child could have made the call. But the Somali lady said the case was difficult for her to deal with it, and she rested the case at the moment.
Hari kuwa gatandatu mu gitondo nanone haza kwitokeza umugabo w'umupolisi wo muri CID witwa David. Azana kuma sinzi uko kitwa, aravuga ngo kangaka kodufasha kubera ko uwo mugore wibye nanone umwana hari ahantu yari yiriwe hari kamera yari yamukamiye mu mugongo ariko ntimugaragaza isura ye.
Okay, and the following Saturday, there was a certain police from the CID called David. He said that he had seen the lady in another different case and they had recorded her in a certain CCTV. They had recorded her back, but they could not see the face, and maybe he believed they could track the lady.
Baramubwira nyine bari baraho nyine baje kudufasha mu buryo bwo kugenda twiruka dushakisha. Baramubwira nanone kubera ko ako kantu ari wazi kugakoresha kubera ko twe tutazi kugakoresha, nanone itange nk'umuntu w'umubyeyi ugerageza udufashe niba ari amafaranga ushaka tuzayaguha.
And the people who were around me requested the police officer, because he's the one who is able to use the machine, if he needs some payment they can pay him, but helped them to track the kid.
Nanone ntibyamugoye yaremeye aratangira dufasha gushaka, ahera kuri ka kantu kiwe aja gufotora hajya nanone wa mugore bari batweretse yaririwe yicaye, hagaragaza ako kantu kagaragaza nyine ishusho ye, bahita kagaragaza na nimero ya telefone, kagaragaza ngo ni na ID we, aritanga nyine atangira kudufasha mu gushaka.
And the police officer accepted to help them, and he used his machine to help track the lady, and they were able to track her phone number, her face, even her ID number, because the police officer was willing to do all things possible so that they can help the lady track the lady who had stolen the kid.
Nanone atangiye nyine gushaka hataraba kuwa mbere, ariko wa gatandatu nanone hahita hitokeza umugore w'umunyagihugu atangira kutubwira ngo, atangira kuvuga ngo ibaza umugore w'umwana ngo abana be bigana nabiwe ku ishuri.
Another Kenyan lady came into the case and said that he knows the lady who stole the child, because the children of the lady who had stolen the child, they are in the same school with her kids. Now the lady who came and said that she knows the person who stole the child.
Bahita bamwibandaho kumufata baramwinginga bamubwira ngo nyabona ukagira Imana we dufashe, utwereke uwo mugore ahatuye niba ari amafaranga ushaka tuyaguhe.
And we begged the lady to show us where she lives so that we can locate her and rest the case.
Aravuga ngo ntabwo uza kubereka uyu munsi aho uwo mugore atuye ngo barinde kuwa mbere ngo nibwo azoja kuhatwereka.
And the lady refused to help us with the address of the lady, and she said maybe wait on Monday, I'll give you her location.
Baramwinginga ati se wowe umwana w'uruhinja ntwumva impuhwe, umwana w'uruhinja baraye bajanye ari wowe ubyishizeho kurumva uburemere bungana gute, watwemera ukaja kutwereka aho uwo mugore atuye ko ari cyo gusa tugusaba, hanyuma tukanaguha n'amafaranga wifuza ariko tugeze kwaho uwo mugore atuye nta kindi tugushakaho.
And we begged the lady, asking her, don't you feel some remorse for the little kid that has been stolen the previous day? Why don't you show us where she lives, and we're going to give you any amount of money so that you can have justice of our own.
Aranga umutima we nyine uramwangira yama yinangira, nanone abantu barihangana. Hageze kuwa mbere baja kumureba, aratangira aravuga ngo ntabwo ari we umenya aho uwo mugore atuye, ahubwo ngo n'umwana wanje umenya aho uwo mugore atuye.
And on the following Monday, as she had said, we went to her home and asked her, where does the lady live? Give us the location. But she denied it and refused and said that I do not know the location. Maybe ask my child. He or she might know the place.
Baramubwira ati se umwana ukigera inanga nta n'abantu baramenya, ni gute wabimenye ko ari wowe umenya aho uyu mugore atuye kandi ari we watanga ibivuga ko abana babigana nabiwe, none kurahindura uko wavuga gute?
And we asked her, why are you changing the things and your kids are still new to this place? Do you think your kids will know the place if you don't know the place?
nuko baramufata bamujyana muri polisi Mwiki.
And they took the lady to the police station here in Mwiki.
Baramubaza nyine ibyo bamubajije ahita arahakana pe.
They interrogated the lady and she refused each and everything they asked her.
Amaze guhakana baravuga ngo ntibagumana kubera ko bafite uburenganzira bwo gufunga umuntu amasaha 24 bataramujana kotini.
And they took her out because they said they do not have the permission or they don't have the power to put her in custody for 24 hours without taking her to court.
Bahita bamurekura arataha.
And they released her and she went home.
Nuko wa mugabo polisi yarakomeza nyine aradushakira.
And the CID continued helping us.
Yarazaga akaduha amakuru ukumva nyine n'amakuru afatika.
He would come and give us information and we would believe that this is true and tangible information.
Yakazagenda iyo yiriwe akarara yo yagaruka akatubwira amakuru kumva amakuru havuga ari mu nzira nziza yo kubona umwana.
He would go at his workplace and get information and he will bring the information back and we will have hope that we are about to get our child back.
Polisi nanone zambuka intacho zatumariye duhita turekana nabo tuja ku reporting hari Kasarani.
But the police in Mwiki did not help us in any way. We decided to go to the police station in Kasarani.
Kasarani nanone tuhageze twasanzeho batweretse umumama ushinzwe kurenganura nyine abarenganye bavuze wenda abana cyangwa se bagize ibindi bibazo nka bene ibyo.
And we were shown a lady who is in charge of dealing with cases with those who have same issues or cases like her case, which is about human trafficking.
Nabo nanone ntacho badufashije bagumye kuturerega nyine twagendana nabo bakadusaba ifaranga.
They would request us a certain amount of money each and every time we bring up the case.
Kandi ntacho bagezeho.
And there is nothing big they will do to the case.
Nuko nanone twakomeje kuzerera no mu mujyi muri polisi.
We kept on moving to different police stations even in town.
Barakomeza baratubwira ati tuzabafasha ntimugire ubwoba uko dushoboye.
And they say don't be afraid, we are going to use our power to help you.
Baragaragaje uko bashoboye.
They did their best.
Bigeze aho baturoza handi bita South Sea.
They took us to South Sea.
Muri polisi CID nanone.
In the CID office.
Kese yacu twashyize muri polisi CID tuyibwira umugore bita Irene n'undi witwa Julia.
We gave our case to police Irene and Julia.
Nanone ntibadutenguje twarakoranye nabo cyane.
And we worked with them a lot of times.
Baragaragaje uko bashoboye.
They helped us and they did their best.
Turagendana nabo cyane uko bashoboye.
We walked with them and worked with them and they did all they needed to do.
Batanze imyanya yabo uko bishoboka kose.
And they gave out their whole time and they did it wholeheartedly.
Ntabwo bigeze badutenguha.
They did not disobey or deny us anything.
Nanone imyaka 2 ishize n'igice.
2 years and a half later.
Aza kuboneka umumama.
There is a certain woman.
Aba hano nyine muri Kenya.
He lives here in Kenya.
Abona umumama w'umunyamurenge aramubwira ati se womenya wa mugore bibye umwana.
Oh, would you know? And she asked another woman, would you know the lady whose kid was stolen 2 years and a half?
Aramubwira ati ndamuzi.
And he said, I know her.
Nangaje kumubwira ko amuzi.
And after telling her that she knows her,
nawe ntiyahise yihutira aho ngaho kutubwira.
She did not rush to give us the information.
Kubera ko amakuru yamubwiraga yari kubona ko ari ibinyoma.
Because the new information that she was telling her, she thought it was maybe a lie.
Arangije arayicarana ayo makuru umugore w'umunyamurenge.
That Munyamulenge lady sat with the information and kept quiet.
Umwaka ushize hari ku cyumweru arambwira twarasenganaga arambwira ati ngiye kukubwira amakuru ariko nanone nagize igihe.
And last year she told me that I have some information to tell you, but I had the information for like a while now.
Ambwira nyine uwo mugore uko yamubwiye amakuru kwazi umumama w'iby'umwana.
And she said, I know of the lady who stole your child.
Kandi yamweretse ngo naho atuye.
And also she has shown me where she lives.
Nuko amaze kumbwira gutyo hari ku cyumweru nahise amubwira ngo wowe ntabirebire ngwino uje kunyereka uwo mugore naje mwibonere.
And I told her, kindly let's go and show me where she lives so that I can also see her.
Yaranjanye arahangeza.
She took me to her place.
Ndangije ambwira amakuru kuko yamubwiye.
And also she told her the information like the way, pardon? Uko yakubwiye?
Uko yabwiye uriya mugore amakuru ko azi uriya mugore w'iby'umwana ko yamubwiye naje nanone ko yambwiye.
The same information that she shared with the ladies, the same information that she told me too.
Amaze kuyambwira natekereje birebire cyane.
After receiving that information, I thought a lot.
Nahise nja kukagitura nja kubwira Pastor Musore.
I went back to Githurai and told Pastor Musore.
Nabo barazaga nyine bakiyumvira ibyo hayavuga.
They would come also to hear what the lady was saying.
Nta nabwo bayagiraga bwo kuyavuga.
And the lady was not afraid to give all the information.
Nuko nanone yamaze kutubwira amakuru nasubiye kuri polisi ya iriya South Sea.
After receiving that information, I went back to the police in South Sea.
Baraza baramubona.
They saw the lady.
Bamubaza amakuru ababwira nkuko azayambwira.
And she told the information to the police the way she told me.
Iwe yatubwiraga n'amafaranga bagurishije umwana gusa sinoba nkiyibuka ni menshi.
And she told me the money that they sold the child. It was a large amount of money. I can't remember to be specific.
Atubwira n'ukuntu bamujanye n'amakanga umwana yagiye imodoka umwana yagiyemo n'amakanga kwa muzi.
And she also told me that she knows even the conductor of the vehicle of which the child was being taken in.
Yakomeje kutuzereza nyine agenda kutwereka uwo makanga tukamubura hakasarani.
She wanted to show us the conductor, but we could not see him.
Noneho haza kutubwira ngo yagiye za Kayole.
And she told us that the conductor went to work at a specific place in Kayole.
Turamubwira ngo Kayole ntabwo ari kure tuzamwishurira amatike tujane aje kumutwereka.
And we said we are going to pay the amount of money to go to Kayole. You just take us to the place we want to see the conductor.
Aratubwira ngo agera hatubwira ngo makanga ngo yagiye ngo kiri wabo ushaka.
She also said that the conductor went he attended a funeral back at his hometown.
Nuko nyine dusa n'abaheke ariko turakomeza turashaka uko dushoboye.
We continued making our search, though it was difficult, but we did our level best.
Ahantu namwe tutareportinze guhera muri kituo cha sheria narahageze.
We reported to all places, even the kituo cha sheria.
Hariya Pangani.
In Pangani.
Naragiye muri RSK.
I also reported to RSK.
Naragiye muri Hayasi.
I also reported to Hayas.
Naho muri we nigaho naragenda kagarukira ku muryango nta appointment ufite yo kwinjiramo.
But I went to you when I was denied entrance because I did not have an appointment.
Ndazerera cyane birenze urugero.
I went to a variety of places.
Nuko bigeze aho ngaho turatura nyine tukomeje gushaka.
We lived a life, but we continued with our search.
Bukeye nanone wa mugore waduhaga amakuru.
The following day or a few days later, the lady who was giving us the information
arampamagara arambwira ngo hari umuhungu yari yaratumye ngo Kitui ngo aje kureba wa mama w'iby'umwana kubera ngo niyo yaratuye iyo ngo azogenda yigire nk'umuntu wagaye gushaka akazi.
So the following day, the lady called me. The lady was giving me the information, called me, and she said that she had sent a certain man to Kitui to go to the place where the lady who stole the child, where she lives, and to pretend that he's looking for a work there.
Wa mungu yaragiye ngo amarayo amezi 3.
And the gentleman went there and lived there for 3 months.
Amezi 3 ashize aragaruka.
After 3 months, the gentleman came back.
ntabyo nyine twari tuzi ko yabikoze gutyo.
We did not know that he did it that way.
Ampamagara ambwira ko anyereka uwo muhungu ati dore uyu muhungu nubwo ntababwira ariko nari naramutumye ngo aje kuturebera nyine uriya mugore w'iby'umwana azogenda iwiwe ase n'ubwiye kumusaba akazi nyine amukorere ariko yari mu iperereza ryo kureba ko wenda ashobora kuba afite uwo mwana wacu.
And the lady, she was in her defense, she was saying that even if I did not tell you, I sent this man to go and live there in the house of the lady who has stolen the child in Kitui so that he can do a spy thing and do his research to see if the lady still has the child.
Wa muhungu igihe yagarutse,
after the man came back,
naragiye kumwirebera nje nyine.
I went to see the man with my own eyes.
Shitse arambwira ati njewe nagezeyo namaze y'amezi 3 mpamukorera ariko nyine mpandeba ko wenda nshobora kubona ko afite umwana wawe naramubonye amufite.
I lived there for 3 months. Now the gentleman was giving information. I lived there for 3 months working for the lady and I saw the lady having your child.
Ariko bukeye nanone ngo abakobwa be batuye Ruwayi baraza batwara umwana.
And after a few months, because her daughters were living in Ruwayi, came and took the child with them.
Nuko ndasubira mpamagara polisi ya South C.
And then the following morning I called the CID from South C.
Ndababwira ngo baze bumva amakuru umuhungu ahavuga.
To come and hear the information the gentleman is giving out.
Baraje barayategera.
They came and listened to him.
Basubira iwabo nanone.
They went back to their workplace.
Bukeye bahita bampamagara ngo baraje.
And the following morning they also called me and they said they are coming.
Baraza barambwira ngo ze duhurire hariya Mwiki police.
And they said let's meet at the Mwiki police station.
Naragiye turahahurira nabo.
I went at the place and we met with the police.
Duhita tumanukana nabo tuzanana kwa wa mugore ari kumwe na wa muhungu nyine uvuye Kitui.
And we went to the place of the lady with the man from Kitui.
Bahita bamufata bamushize mu modoka turagenda tuja Kitui.
And we went direct to Kitui.
Tumaze kugera Kitui nanone tugeza kwa wa mugore w'iby'umwana.
And we went to the lady who had stolen the child.
Barangije baramufata.
And they arrested the lady.
Bamaze kumufata abantu twahabonye ibitangaza.
We saw a lot of amazing or things that you could not believe, seeing them with your own eyes.
Hazaza abantu ngo tumujana ngo ntibishoboka ariko nawe mbere yo kugira icyo avuga yaravuze ngo ntaca avuga ngo nibamuhe ifaranga kugira ngo avuge uwo mwana hari.
And when you reached at the house of the lady in Kitui, she said she won't give out any information unless they pay her. And a few minutes later, a lot of people came in saying that you cannot take her out from this place.
Irene aramubwira ati se tuguhe ifaranga kubera ko wagize neza.
And Irene asked her, do you want us to pay you because you did something good, or what are you trying to say?
Mubwira ati wowe uvuga amakuru naho ibindi byo utwereka umwana naho ibindi byo ibyo wavuga tubishingiyeho no kukwica twakwica.
And Irene said that just give us the information where the child is, and if you follow what you did, even killing you is possible.
Nk'umugore ungana kuko kwawe n'uruhinja wajanye ugonkoye nyirago kurumva ufite sheria ngo tuguhe ifaranga ngo tubwire amakuru.
A woman of your age, you took a child who was being breastfed from her mother, and now you want us to pay you for doing such a reckless thing. You just give us the information where the child is and leave the rest.
Zose nariko mbireba nicaye mu modoka pambona nanje ntakiriho muri make.
All those things were just happening while I was watching from the vehicle where I was sitting, because I did not have any strength.
Habaye intambara bazana amasuka n'imipanga ngo baratema ngo polisi CID.
It was a war because they had brought some pangas and other weapons because they were threatening to kill the CIDs.
ariko nanone birangira bafasha wa mugore bamushira mu modoka.
And it ended while the lady who had stolen the child, she had been arrested and taken to the police.
Turamujana tugera kwa chief wabo.
We went to her chief back there in Kitui.
Chief aramwinginga bamubwiye nyina makuru yatumye bamufata. Chief aramwinginga nagira icyo avuga kubera ko intego bari bafite bari bavuze ngo nazana umwana barahita banamusiga twitahire nyine n'umwana.
And the chief begged her to give all the information where the child is, because if the lady could have given out the information, the chief was willing to let her go and the case would be rested.
Arananirana yanga kuvuga.
But she refused. She was silent. She did not give out any information.
Tugenda ijoro ryose.
We traveled all night.
Tuja Ruwai ku bakobwa biwe.
We went to Ruwai at the place where her daughters live.
Tuhageze.
And when we reached the place,
bahise bahamagara umukobwa wiwe ngo naze hano.
They called her daughter.
Araza.
She came.
Baramubwira ngo nagende azana umwana afite.
And they told her to go and bring the child that she has.
Aragenda aramuzana.
She went and brought the child.
Ariko umwana twasanze ari mukuru.
But we found the child a little bit older.
Ntabwo twigeze twinjira muri icyo gipangu twebwe.
We did not enter into that house.
Noneho uwo mwana yari afite nk'imyaka 5.
The child was around 5 years old.
Wacu yari agejeje imyaka 2 n'igice bamutwaye.
Our child was like 2 years and a half since they took her.
Wa mwana bamushira mu modoka baramumpa ngo ningume murebe.
And they said keep on watching this 5-year-old kid.
Mwana wanje yavutse yari inyo yakwitama, nanone nagaza mbona ko ako gakofu kadashobora gupfa gushira, kabona ari ikimenyetso no mumenyeraho.
My child had a scar on the cheek, and that was a sign that I knew it won't fade away because I could see it. It was something a little bit big.
Yagiraga nakandi nkako gutwi nako nagakorompa mugira kumva ko karagenda kuntu nyine nako nkabona ko topfa gushira.
Also, she had another scar here back on the neck. She had another scar which was a very, very huge scar which will take a long period of time so that it fades away. I will not miss to know my own child.
Nanone twaramuzanye tugera kuri police Mwiki.
And we brought the 5-year-old kid here at the police station in Mwiki.
Tuhamugejeje.
And when we took the kid there,
wa mugore w'umwibyi twari twamukuye twari twamusize Ruwai.
And the woman who was a thief, you had left her in Ruwai.
Ahitaza nyine aradusanga hari Mwiki ari kumwe n'abandi bagore babiri batatu.
She came here in Mwiki and she was with the other 2 ladies, and now there were 3.
Bahamushikije ahashitse bahamagara umwana wanje baramubwira ngo naze hano.
And they called my own child, I think firstborn wawe, and they called my firstborn daughter and they called her to come and see.
Bamwereka abagore batatu hamwe abagore babiri nyine bavuye Ruwai n'ujya twazanye w'umwibyi, baramubaza ngo se muri abagore batatu utekereje ko igihe bajanye umwana kurabona umugore wamusigiye muri aba batatu kurabona uwo mumenya.
And they asked her, among these 3 women, who do you think stole the child, since she left her, she told her to go and buy something the time the child was stolen? Who do you remember, or among these 3, who is the lady who stole the child?
Ahita avuga ngo no mumenya.
And she said she can recognize the lady.
Baramubaza ngo muri aba batatu kurabona ruhuhe.
And they asked her who is the person or who is the lady who stole the child.
Ahita twereka kujya twakuye Kitui.
And she told us that she's the lady from Kitui. Now she's the thief of the child.
Kuko nanone yatubwira ngo yari umumama witeza agatambara ku mutwe.
She was a lady who had covered herself with a scarf in the head.
Nuko polisi nzizavuze menshi bahise bajana wa mwana South Sea.
And now the police did not talk a lot. They took the child to South Sea.
Buke nanone barampamagara tuja guhurira hariya Kenyatta.
And we met at Kenyatta Hospital. We met at Kenyatta Hospital.
Badufata ADN.
They did the DNA test.
baratubwira ngo nidutahe,
And they told us to go back home
ngo dutegereze ukwezi gushize bazoduhamagara.
and we wait for 1 month, they're going to call us back.
Nuko twaratashe turategereza,
We went back home and waited for that period of time.
ngo buce barampamagara South Sea.
And at the following a few days or after the period, so in South Sea, they called me
Basanga umwana ntabwo ari uwacu.
and they found out that the child was not mine.
Umwana nyine na nyina yaje kuboneka ari umukobwa wo mu Masai utuye Kitengela.
And they found out that her mother lives in Kitengela. She's a Maasai lady who lives in Kitengela.
Bahise banyereka n'amafoto y'uwo mama nyine wari warabuze uwo mwana nawe n'umwana we mbona baranasa.
And they showed me the pictures of the lady who had lost her child too, and they look alike.
Nuko ndangije ndataha.
I went back home.
Ntabwo nigeze ntuza.
At that point, I was not silent. I was not in one place.
Kuko n'abo bapolisi basayidi bambwiraga ko singa ku mutima tuzakomezanya dushake paka tubonye umwana.
And the CID told me that I should not give up. They are going to help me until we get the child back.
Nuko nyine twakomeje kugerageza nyine uko bashoboye.
We kept on trying.
Hanyuma baza kugira ikibazo baja mu kindi gihugu. Police said
the CID now had a change in stations. They went to a different country.
Noneho ngakomeza kujayo.
I kept on going there.
Barambwira ngo abari bafite case yanje nyine ntabwo bariho.
And they told me the people who had my case, they are no longer working at the station.
Nanje nagaza mbahamagara kuri telefone.
I could call them on my phone.
Bakambwira ngo bazaza.
And they told me that they will come back.
Nuko kugeza n'uyu munsi
until today
ntabwo barasubira kugaruka.
My case was left at that point. The police or the CID are not yet back, or it's like they haven't gotten any response from that time.
Ntabwo nigeze ndeka kuja South Sea.
I did not stop going to South Sea.
Nakomeje kujayo.
I kept on going back.
Abandi bakambwira ati case yawe ni tuyitangira.
And the other police or the other CID could say, if you start your case now,
ati ntabwo twobivamo.
We can't resolve it.
Abayitangije ni bakwiriye kwikomeza.
Those who started it are the ones who are supposed to continue it until they finish it.
Nuko kugeza n'uyu munsi.
Until today. Thank you so much. Asante sana. To our viewers, it was a very, very sad story and a very emotional story. And I think I don't have nothing to add on because this story is so hard to accept it. Kwa sababu, you know, she's a mother and she lost her kid when the kid was still young. Sindio? Like, unajua mtoto, in English we say the kid was like the apple of her eyes. Sindio? Her young baby. And what we pray is that very soon she's going to get justice. Like the Maasai lady, you never know. The Maasai lady was seated at a place. Maybe alikuwa amepoteza matumaini. But God did his work. He worked in mysterious ways. And she was able to get her child through her. Sindio? And when the time of God ikifika, also she's going to get her child. So thank you so much to our viewers. And to conclude, I would like to request all the security services, the government of Kenya, His Excellency, our President William Ruto, UNHCR, kindly, I repeat, kindly, intervene in this case and give this lady justice, apate mtoto wake. I know imepita miaka kadhaa. It has been a while, a lot of years since 2017, and she's still fighting because she's a mother. She's a mother. It doesn't matter even it 10 years or how many years. Kindly give her justice. Anybody watching this video, kindly make it to go viral. Post, repost, share it with your friends, families, so that this beautiful lady, this wonderful mother can get justice and get her child back. Sindio, Kindly everyone share this video. Don't be ashamed, because what you are doing is what you would wish somebody else to do it for you. So I request everybody, our government, each and every person, if you still have your phone, you have your device, technology is there, you have Wi-Fi. Nowadays, you have Wi-Fis everywhere. Kindly share this story. Let's help our mom to get justice. Thank you so much. Write something in the comment section and let's spread this story so that our mother can get justice. Thank you so much.